Moose Hunt 2010. There are many advantages of living in the state of Alaska. One is an over-the-counter moose tag. And this year was no exception. Michael and Josh were loaded up and getting ready to head up the trail. One advantage to using ATVs to access the country is that you're allowed to take quite a bit of stuff. Look at all these bags. You'd think we're going for a month. Oh wait, that's right. We have 18 days. We approach the moose hunt very simply. Go where most people don't want to go, and you'll have a good hunt. It's a lot of work getting through the first part of this trail, but that's part of why we choose this spot.
What'd you do? Bastard put my tires together and then tighten them.
Here we are, morning of day 2. We've made it up the trail about 30 miles, we figure. We missed our first campsite. We had a nice one figured out, but it got dark and we kind of blew by it, so we ended up camping in a mud hole. I think I'm going to wash them.
Hey, you want a Chewy bar for breakfast?
Oh yeah. Sweet. Quaker's Chewy Bar. Breakfast of Champions. Well, it got dark, so we've been trying to get ready for dinner. Got the tent set up though.
So, here we are, and Josh says candlelight. Getting ready for bed, cleaned up. We rode, 68 miles in now? Set up camp and dark, so hit the sack for a couple hours and hopefully there'll be a bear in camp.
What's that?
Eggs and sausage.
Eggs and sausage for breakfast.
Caribou hunting in this area is by permit only. This one would have been a real trophy. Notice how he has double shovels, his beds are huge, and he's got great big tops. He would be a book bull for sure. So we're on morning of day 3, and we're 69 miles in. We've got 4 ewes over on the high hillside. We've got a moose over here that we're not sure if it's a bull because we only saw the rear end as it disappeared. And then we've got a trophy moose right below us about 3/4 of a mile, but he just stepped into the brush and we can't see him right now. So it's about 6:30 in the morning and kind of cold, but we're definitely into critters, that's for sure. We got a nice 50-inch moose, 52-inch moose right below us. He's got 3 brow tines on each side. He's just not quite what we're looking for. We've got a 60-incher or 65-inch moose over here. We haven't seen him for about 20 minutes, so the one that's over here. But we were working our way down to get in closer to this one, and we came right up on this bull. He'd be a good day 12 moose. We'd bust him for sure on day 12, but day 3, I don't think so. The caribou were everywhere. It seemed everywhere we looked, whether it be with our binoculars or the spotting scope, we were seeing nice caribou.
One minute ago, I was right there. It's amazing having the ATVs up here.
So we're back keyed on moose. It's about moose 30. That means almost 6 o'clock, and we're gonna get back after it.
Moose 30 at 6 o'clock.
Moose 30 out.
Oh. 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 Oh.
We've dropped into where Nice Moose is. Calling him Monty Plyboards. Had to leave the four-wheelers about a half mile behind. And he should be right over the top of this knoll in the thick willow. We're not sure if we're going to be able to see him. Morning of day 4 hunt is over. We've decided to break camp and we're going to move about 20 miles to the east today. And back into the area where we saw a legal moose yesterday. Monty Plyboards is safe for now. The plan is that if we don't get the moose that we want back on the other drainage, we're going to give it 4 or 5 days and come back in here and work the call. Right now the moose aren't heavily in the rut, so it's not like you can just bring them right to your camp. But 4 or 5 days from now we think that that might be the case.
What are we going to call that 70-inch moose when we shoot him?
Hank.
Hank flyboard. Oh man.
Hank sheet metal. I can't get enough of that Glacier.
Goodbye, Passamaquoddy. Ribeyes in Moose Camp.
Monster ball. Just rode up on it. We're guessing about 60 or 62 inches. Big moose.
Nailed him.
Nailed him.
Dead moose.
Oh, we
That's
nailed
a big old moose.
That's a big moose.
Now let's go try and find him.
Here he is. Oh man. He's 60. Nice moose.
Yeah.
Come on. What have I done?
We get to carry all this back down to the four-wheeler.
I know. This is such a huge animal. Oh, well, so after we did about a 4 or 5 mile hike down there, looking for, we think this moose, we're not sure, but we'd seen him 4 days ago. We decided there was a creek drainage and we were just gonna ride up that creek drainage real slow. We were probably moving, what, 3 miles an hour in the four-wheelers. And all of a sudden I look up the hill, I'm like, there's a moose, it's a big moose. And just like, is it legal? I'm like, pulled out the camera and the rifle, one shot. Rangefinder read him at 250 yards to the field below him, so he was probably 260, 270 yards. Ultramag did it again. Real long points up top. Mature moose. I'm happy. Happy camper. Hold him up.
Yeah.
That's a ton.
Don't be a wuss. Oh, that looks sweet right there.
There's my moose. We brought a 60-inch tape measure. Where is that tape measure? All right.
Ooh, he's almost 61 and a half there.
Cool. 61 and a half.
So they can actually read the...
Took on a 1,500-pound moose and won. Me and a Ultramag. There's the 6.
And that's M1002175441-MG. Josh Hughes, yeah!
Well, we got our moose heading up the creek bottom here about 8 o'clock in the morning. It was pretty neat. He just all of a sudden stood up and pulled out the camera and the rangefinder, put him at about, the rangefinder read 250 yards, but I hit the bank just below him, so I'm figuring 280 to 300. And one shot, down he went. Awesome. 61 inches wide, maybe 62, can't tell for sure. And we've got all the meat out back to the bottom off the hillside, and we put it over here in big trash bags, keeping it cold. And we're gonna call the cavalry to fly in and haul it home, we hope. Otherwise it's gonna be a long ride with a heavy load. Here we are, morning of day 7, still drying out from last night. We went up and over where Monty was into the other drainage and just got poured on all night. We were in a little sheep tents. Anyway, it wasn't pretty. So we had a 7-mile ride across the pass this morning in the rain and fog, and then another 3 miles down to the big tent, where we've been drying out ever since. And just looking outside right now, it looks like it's gonna break up and give us a good afternoon hunt. Get your gun! Shh, we're hunting wabbits. They've been here before. Bah. Bah. We're not here now.
Time for dinner. Clean spot is the gun. Jet boil. We're doing a little bit of surgery over here. Brake caliper surgery that they supposedly fixed. We're not so sure though. We got a long ways to go. We need 4 tires.
Evening of day 7. Saw some big bull caribou and some cow moose. No big bull, moose. Good thing somebody brought a nice ratchet strap set.
When we figured out that the brake caliper or the brake pads are bent, making a rattling noise. So she should make it home. Evening of day 8. Michael James is cold.
Should use the tripod.
I like fire.
First light on top of Blueberry Mountain.
The big moose is bedded down. We've got 3 little bulls over here, 35 to 50 inches, and then a 60 something. You know, 60 inches or bigger. He's got great big bottoms, massive palms, but he's about 6 miles out the headwaters of a creek drainage, and we think we figured out how to get to him. And it's just going to be a matter of taking the ATVs up to the base of the creek and then probably packing in about 3 miles. So we're going to give it all we got and see if we don't get lucky. Hopefully your next video clip will be a shot.
Hey, we just walked about 2 miles up the creek drainage. We're hopefully not very far from Mr. Biggs that we saw back there on Blueberry Mountain. Our landmark was this bluff right here, and he was probably a couple hundred yards.
300-400 yards, yeah.
Over the top, so hopefully we'll poke up here over the top and he'll be right there. Find out.
There you go, you got a shoulder shot.
He's down.
Is he down? Okay. Nice!
Big move.
Where's our dance and our hugs?
Oh my gosh, I've never shook that bad in my life. I was like,
You're like, I'm shaking like a leaf. I'm like, shoot again, shoot again.
I know one of my missed because I was just shaking so bad. I was like,
That's a big bull. We got him. Now the work freaking begins. 3 miles in.
I'm still shaking.
I
My
know.
legs are like,
This is day 9. Day 9.
when 2 moose down.
Oh, this one's gonna hurt though.
Let's go. We saw him on a mountain about 10 miles back, and we saw him actually over right in front of us about 2 miles. And we were gonna chase him, and then something spooked him. Took off running and didn't stop. And he got, what'd you say, probably 4 miles?
Yeah.
And then stopped and lay down.
So then we tracked him
Yeah, we
from landmarks.
just think we get to carry all him way over there.
MJ spotted him from 10 miles that way, sitting on top of Blueberry Mountain. And we were looking at 3 other bulls, not this big. One of them we thought might be legal, but he's like, dude, that's the one I want. I'm like, I'll go with you, let's do it.
I was shaking so bad. Man,
Dude, I'm shaking like a leaf.
I've never shook
I'm like, I don't care, man, you have to shoot.
I've never shook that bad in my life.
Well, so is this your best moose?
By far.
Yeah, awesome.
My other one came to about here.
Yeah.
Alright, so September.
Alright, show it to the camera. Dun dun dun. Hold it still. M10-0226894-HW Moose harvest ticket. MJ! So here we got tenderloin, freshly killed moose, and pork and beans, freshly killed pig, and there's some cooked stuff. How come whenever the camera's up, you're always looking at your feet?
Because I'm pouring hot chocolate.
You're busy.
I'm busy. So get out of my face.
Busy.
Get out of my last load to the bottom.
Right. Day 10, and we've got all the moose from the kill site packed down to the creek. Now we just got 2 miles of the creek bottom to the ATVs. It's been a good trip so far.
Last load. Passamaquoddy Creek.
Almost there.
All right, so the end of day 11, and we've got all of the moose back to camp. Now we have a long 50-some miles of trail to go to the end of our trip, and my 4-wheel drive front end isn't working properly and grinding really bad, and Mike's isn't working good either. So we'll see what it takes to get off this mountain and back home. Until another time tomorrow.
Until another time tomorrow. Kingfisher's tent put out.
No, stay to the right. That was pretty deep. Day 12.
Nothing the Hondas can't handle.
Right, little snippy Hondas. Dude. I know. A moose hunt is a fun time. It's a sad time, it's a time that tries a friendship, and it's a time that locks it together. There's nothing better than being able to spend a good time out with a good friend. Until next time, we'll be back. See ya.